Hey guys. Yeah, I see a bunch of you caught that right away that I popped this thing up. Unexpected. I shouldn't set my keyboard out of reach, but I don't want it on my lap. I don't need it so much when I'm doing this streaming service. Um, yeah, I've got a couple of new people that have been commenting on my last couple videos, and that's cool. They all look like great folks. Hopefully they'll catch on to the streams and pop on over. Hey, I see we got Running Water. He was first one to comment, and then we got Dojo. He says he couldn't wait. That's why I popped up a couple minutes early, not many, but a couple minutes. Um, Chuck says, "Is it Sunday or Wednesday?" I'm lost. Everybody keeps saying Wednesday. Thursday nights is the regular round the campfire night, not Wednesday, guys. Thursday. I popped this one up for kind of a good reason. I'll fill you in a second. Dojo's saying hi, and it's great to see you, Dojo. There's Andy, and I just straightened my bed out. Well, there, your bed's all straightened out, ready for you. And Bradley jumped on. Well, you guys, yeah, you're just all jumping on. I thought maybe I'd get 3, 4 people pop up. It's an unexpected stream. And Southern Sawyer, great to see ya. Great to see ya. Hope all is good. Yes, all is good. All is good. This surprise stream is because things are all good. Running Water said, parked in Charleston, South Carolina, getting load to Wisconsin. Really? You get that load in the morning? Bradley said, I had a great evening yesterday. Yeah, it was fun last night. It was really fun. Yeah, other than that ugly character crawled out under his bridge that we had to block, but otherwise the night was great. Bradley says, all good now. Yeah, not stuck in traffic or other typical daily maladies we have to go through. Oh, steel coils to Milwaukee. Yeah. Dojo said, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, last night. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I really, really enjoyed that stream last night. Chuck says, I missed a troll. Oh, yeah. Chuck, you really missed a troll. Nasty bugger. Nasty. He had a real nasty comment, and all he got out was one. Man, I had him blocked in a flash. Deleted his comment and got on there and blocked him. And then I went, and I think there was 3 or 4 of us went and reported him to YouTube. So I haven't even looked at it because I could care less about the guy, but I'd be surprised if he even has a channel today. Yeah, Bradley, no kidding. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he was terrible. Dojo saying it too. It was nasty. It was a nasty statement. It was a net. I'll tell you what, and it's not to pat myself on the back at all, but I'm a defender of little kids, of children. Boy, you do anything inappropriate with a kid, you don't want to be within arm's reach of me. And that guy is implying that I do inappropriate things with children. I couldn't believe it. Say that. And like I said, he would, yeah, he's got his fat, lazy tail in his mama's basement somewhere being tough with his fingers on a keyboard. He wouldn't dare come say something like that in my face. Oh. Worship 666 was his channel name. I'm not afraid to say it. Worship 666. He pops up anywhere. You see on a stream somewhere, if you're watching the stream, warn the host, tell him, get rid of him now. He's terrible. Alexander, great to see you. Holy smokes, I got 9 folks in the house, and I was, like I said, I was thinking, well, maybe if I have 2 to 4 people, that'd be cool. This is great. Grandpa's place. What did I miss? Oh no. You missed Stye's very first nasty troll. Now I've had to put them on a timeout or something, and they come right back. They go, no, I don't kick them off. We slip sometimes with what we say. I've never had a troll like that. Oh, nasty. Crawled out from under this bridge, was saying some nasty crap about me. Oh, yeah, stuff that, yeah. I mean, my own mother would have said something like that in my face. She would have ended up with a black eye. Yeah. Ain't happening here. Ain't happening here. So, but Alexander says, did you tell him to go kick rocks? Yeah, basically. I told him, hey, crawl out from your parents' basement where you probably live. You're probably a 50-year-old man, big lazy bugger, doesn't work, sitting down in his parents' basement, being tough with his fingers on the keyboard. I told him, come out of your basement and come up to me on the street and say that, see what happens. Yeah, Bradley, we blocked that sorry son of a blank. It was very, very nasty, that stupid nutcase. Yeah. Yeah, gotta watch out for them trolls. Oh yeah, Southern Sawyer, you should have seen it. I got the best. I always say it. I got the best people. I do on my channel. I got the best people that follow me. Everybody went nuts on this guy, trying to block him, hide him, do whatever. What can we do? They're all, let's get them. I just, I didn't let it frazzle me too bad, but but to see everybody rallying behind me and my channel, it was awesome. It was just awesome. Yep. Dojo says we sure did block him and reported. Yeah. The yeah, we don't need to give him airtime. That's it. Bradley said that man fired me up, old man, right as I was getting ready to leave. Yeah, Bradley said good night. He had just said good night, folks. I'll see you. I'm done for the night. And that goofball popped up with his comment. Bradley was on for another 20 minutes. I mean, yeah, it got him all fired up. Bradley said, that ain't happening here. Hey, Sean Carl, great to see you. Great to see you. Boy, we're up to 11 folks in the house. Oh, that's awesome. Sean. We've got Sean and Sean. Hey. Hi, everyone. What's going on? We're just having a quick campfire tonight. I'm probably going to let this run. I'm not going to let this run over a couple of hours, guys. Then people will be saying, he said there was a quick little campfire and he went for 2 hours. They don't watch my streams then, because if it ain't 5 hours, it's not a Sty stream, right? She says, this better be good. You're interrupting my turtle cheesecake burrito. Shut up, cheesehead. Oh, jeez, you guy. I'm not pulling you up on the panel until you're done eating that dang thing. Grandpa's place says, the one troll I ran into was on Facebook. Now that is a funny story. Yeah. What he said sure wasn't funny, but I like I said, man, you guys are the best. The way everybody just reacted to that speaks to the character of all my audience and the nature of my channel, we are not tolerating that garbage. We do not go there. Yeah, Sean, I am very well. I'm doing real good. I'm having a happy day. um, Alexander says, if it goes over a couple hours, I'll grab some beer. LL. No, it ain't going to go over a couple hours tonight. Getting off to such a late start. Yeah, a couple hours will be plenty tonight. Bradley says nobody talks to my man like that or my friends. Nobody, period. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sean Carl's asking how this Styshack 2 coming. Did you see the video, Sean? I put that video up of cleaning that bugger out. Short little video. She said, damn, because he wanted me to put him up while he's eating that delicious burrito thing he made. Yeah, the Styshack 2, I'll be back over there Wednesday doing a lot of work on it. It's a lot of little busy work on it. And by the end of the day, Wednesday, that Styshack 2, the adventure trailer, is going to be ready to hit the road. That's when I'll pick my campsite and the time frame, blah, 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 and be heading out with that puppy. She said, damn, that dude sounds like my kind of guy. Plano Chuck says, I have a 6x10 trailer. I thought about building it onto for camping. Hey, see, Chuck, mine is 6x6. It's square, 6x6 by 11.5 interior. And I've had a few folks say, you need a bigger trailer than that. What the heck I do? It's bigger than any tent I own. And I don't have to set it up. I just and I don't want a longer one than that. There's a lot of people said, oh, you need a 16-footer or more. No, because I can drag this sucker in and boondock in some of my favorite spots where I couldn't get a longer or bigger trailer in. So yeah, it's going to work good. Alexander said, I got to work tomorrow anyhow. Work at gun shop. My boss would have a bird if I was hungover coming through the door at work. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Grandpa's place says the troll I had was insulting and calling me etc. I realized he was in the military and replied that he should stop what he was doing and delete the posts as they were a violation of the UCM. Oh, yeah, there you go. John Carl says, wish I could help you being a carpenter as I am. Oh, I wish you could too. I'm a so-so carpenter. Did a little bit of cabinet making over the years and stuff. Just enough. It's like any other skill. To what degree are you ever going to put it to application? And I know enough that I can at least do it. And I can do it myself. But boy, to have somebody that's really skilled in something like that, yeah, I would never turn them away. Grandpa's place says the posts were deleted and I got an apology message from a second lieutenant who let me know that he would take care of it. Awesome, Grandpa's place. Awesome. People don't realize it, especially in a social media place like Facebook. They may have a lot of people seeing their posts that they don't realize are following them, that are really actually following them. And they're people up the ladder, and they get themselves in some nasty trouble sometimes with letting their mouth fly, Bradley says, Alexander, I was lit last night. I was feeling good. Coke and Jim Beam. Yeah, he was. He was on a magic carpet ride. And like I said, man, he was leaving. He said goodbye. Everybody said goodbye, Bradley, blah, blah, blah. And that moron popped that comment on, and here come Bradley right back in. Whoa, whoa, you ain't talking like that here. I loved it. I loved it. Thank you for the entertainment, guys. It was a terrible thing to have to put up with. But the entertainment, I went back today and watched and looked at the chat. And oh yeah, Dojo, I just saw your comment on the trailer video. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait till it's going to take a while to get it all done. Yeah, Bradley, he don't hold back. Alexander said, I had apple pie moonshine. I've had that. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's the one they sell it looks like a mason jar, doesn't it, when you buy it? A buddy of mine bought me a couple. And then another buddy of mine that actually runs his own shine came up with his own apple pie recipe. And yeah. Yeah, Dojo. Bradley sure was lit, LOL. She said, I have big time issues with Sty. Water thief. How could I steal water I paid for? Now, if you had paid for that water and then I showed up with it and then took it back with me, now you could whine about it. So there you go. Sty turned water into wine. Do you get that, guys? Sty turned water into wine. He brought out 6 bottles of water to camp. And now I've got endless wine coming from Cheesehead about it. All this wine that's being produced off of those 6 bottles of water. Sty can't walk on water, but I can turn water to wine. Yeah, Grandpa's place says, I'm sure that second lieutenant took care of him. I haven't seen him since. Yeah, yeah, I bet he took care of him. Yeah, just had a notification of a stream that just popped up. That person's starting to stream much later. Their streams are usually on top of my regular scheduled streams, and now they're starting a little bit later, I noticed. Yeah, Bradley says after I tell them off, I will block them after. She said, no turtle cheesecake for you. I know, because I'm way up here and you're way down there. Chuck says, I've been working on a project turning Crown Royal into urine. So far, so good. Is it working? Oh, you got the same notice, Grandpa's place? Yeah. Yeah, he's been starting his streams later. Even his used to be his morning streams, and now, man, so often they're noon Eastern time or a little after that, early afternoon. That's different. Running Water says, I take a Kevorkian approach to trolls. Just politely push their buttons until they disconnect themselves. This guy wouldn't have done it, Running Water. This guy, you could have pushed back all you wanted with this guy. You could have pushed back with him all you wanted. And then YouTube would have blocked my video for entertaining his comments. People don't realize that. When they get a troll on there and they're saying that crappy stuff, YouTube also watches to see how did you respond. if you engage with them, YouTube says you were also part of that problem. You encouraged and engaged, so we're not going to block him. We're not punishing him because unless we punish both of you. So that's where best thing to do with guys like that, tell them to stick it, block them, shut them right up. Never talk to the bugger again. Yeah, that's the best approach. Yeah, Sean keeps saying, wish I could help out being a carpenter as I am. I wish you could too. I wish you could too. Yeah, what I've been doing today, my youngest son, Joe, gave me a call and he says, what you doing for lunch? I said, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is about 10:30 this morning. I said, I'm not sure. And he says, well, why don't you come on over to the restaurant? Because he's basically their assistant manager there. He says, come on over to the restaurant. And I'm going, well, it's your day off. He goes, yeah, I had to come in and work half a day. But he says, come over to the restaurant at noon and I'll buy you lunch. I said, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm on my way. So I zipped over there. I had purchased a new deep cycle 12-volt battery, marine RV battery from Walmart. And they were out of them at Walmart, but they shipped one to my Walmart, but it wasn't ready for pickup yet. So I said, I'll go have lunch with them. And so we went and had a great lunch, spent about an hour and a half at lunch. It was great. I had get this one, cheesehead. I had a chicken bacon ranch wrap. Oh, dang, that thing was good. Big too, big. And a big order of fries. Ate like a king. Yeah, I told him, give me extra cheese and extra ranch on that wrap. It was great. But Eileen, hey, great to see you. Great to see you. It was so good seeing you over there at Gill Skills before I had my stream go up. It's great seeing you. Check your PayPal. It's all I could do. Yeah, I know what you're going through. They messed with my Social Security, and right now I'm getting 20% less than what was originally awarded. I'm not going to go into why. And I'm not 65 yet, so when I turn 65, then the Medicare contribution, the premium, gets taken out, and it's going to put me down. I'll be just $100 or so higher than what you're receiving for your Social Security. But fortunately, where I live, the costs of my apartment are low enough that it still leaves me a little bit of breathing room. So yeah, I'm glad a bunch of people, for folks that don't know, a bunch of people rallied round for Eileen because she got Social Security really cheated her. And she virtually lost half of her income, close to half of her income. And people rallied around to help her through because the effect was going to be for 2 months. So they helped her through so that she can get to that point where things get back to normal. And that's what happens in this world of ours, of people that look out for each other and help each other. And I was so glad to see that happened. Cheese had said, I made cheese stuffed bacon wrapped burger bomb for dinner tonight. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, you're going to be okay, wait a minute. Um oh, Alexander had said you're talking about those trolls telling them to take a long walk off a short dock. Oh yeah, you betcha. Running Water says, right, it's different on your own medium. Best luck with best luck to the curb. Um Sean's going to be in Wisconsin at Stone Lake, August 5th through the 9th. Oh, wow. Man. Stone Lake, yeah. I know the area. Um, Bradley said I had a big pecan pie for dessert. Bradley, Sty, sounds good. Didn't save me any. Oh, no, I ate that whole. I ate half of that chicken bacon ranch wrap at the restaurant and half the fries and then boxed the rest up, brought it home. I had that for dinner before the stream. Finished it up. Okay. Oh, yeah. The yeah, you can pull people up on the panel, and unless it's real hard unless they've got a laptop or a computer to pop out the chat from YouTube and just overlay it on the Streamlabs so that they can follow the chat. I'm hoping that they'll fix that the live chat from Streamlabs will show itself to the guest. They need to work on that. Yeah, Eileen, we do. We surely do. We all become like family. I mean, and the thing is some of my favorite family are distant cousins that are a long ways away from me, and I don't get to see them often, but I just adore them. We just love each other. That's the way I feel here. It's like I've got all my distant cousins, all family, and I just look so forward to seeing them because they're out of reach unless I come here. That's what I love about this. Um, she said, "Sean, just jump in, just to jump for me. What you're going to be doing? Yeah. Stone Lake's not far from Cheesehead." Sean says I could drive down to help you finish the Sty Shack too. Actually, from Stone Lake, you'd be driving up. See, I don't know that early in August. I sorry, Sean, but the Sty Shack 2 is going to get more camping actual time than working on time. Working on time is going to be early fall, um, end of September, first part of October is when I'm going to really be putting the effort in because I need to be out there camping. Um, Yeah. Otherwise, boy, I sure appreciate that offer. Hey, Calvin's Corner's here. Hey, good to see you, Calvin. We got a dozen people in the house. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I was telling everybody that don't. Alexander's back. Sean said, "Gonna just sit on my butt, Chris." Yeah, so what he's gonna do is Stone Lake. I'm just gonna sit on my butt. Chuck said I had some green beans out of the garden, so I made some ham, green beans, potatoes, and corn tonight. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, we'll throw a log on there for you, Calvin. Um, Sean saw the video of me and Cheese together. Yeah, that was fun. Cheese had said, "No fishing?" to Sean. Hi, Mike. Hike with Mike's in the house. You're welcome, because that's why I'm here. I followed a couple earlier streams, just being in the audience, and both of them. I've got 2 televisions here. I'm playing PlayStation and I'm watching the streams at the same time. And it got too busy. I got too many things going on, doing those 2 things. And the streams I was watching, the chats are running real fast and it's hard to keep up with. And I started realizing, this is getting to not be relaxing. And I thought, no, I'm throwing a stream up. I'm going to hang out with all my buddies out here and have a nice relaxing evening for a couple hours. And Sean's saying, I understand, my friend. You just let me know if you need some help. I'm glad to help. That I believe 100%. She says, Sty, you need to check my IG and see what I picked up today at the flea market. Oh, okay. You posted it to Instagram. I'll have to do that later. I'm keeping my eyes open. I've been stopping at garage sales lately. I'm keeping my eyes open. I want to find somebody that doesn't know what something's worth and find myself a $5 or $10 Coleman camp stove. Just a regular 2-burner that takes the propane tanks. I want to find a cheap one somewhere, even if it's kind of nasty and I got to clean it all up. I don't care. Sean said he might do some fishing. Bradley, great to see Bradley. Always great to see Bradley in here. Dojo says, pop some cool people on the panel. Hey, Kelvin, would you want to come on the panel? I'd like to get Kelvin on here if he wants to come on. I don't want to force anybody. I don't want to guilt somebody into coming on here. But it's open. There's the link. Now I want to tell you guys tonight, I want to pull you up maybe 1 or 2 at a time. No more than 2 at a time. Shut up, cheesehead. No, we're not going to see how many Sty can get on his panel at one time. Okay. I got to catch this real quick. You spelled tonight right. Chuck. Bradley says, Sty, you got on when it's almost my bedtime and like yesterday, or maybe like yesterday, who knows? Yeah. And Mike says, I was going to watch Into the Wild again since I have become obsessed with the movie, but would rather be hanging out at the live stream tonight. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike. I really do. Yeah, it's great having you on. She said, saying, damn it, bring me up. You saw that I'm hesitating. I'm catching up, and then I'll bring you right up. Or I could bring you up and mute you so I could finish reading this. Because last night when I had Cheese up here, he's saying, you don't have to read the chat. I can see it. Not everybody else can. So, and I've been asked in past streams to please read some of the chats because some people on their phones don't see the chat. And so I'm doing them a service. This isn't all about you, Cheese.
Should be.
Yeah, you laugh.
It should be about me.
What about you?
It should be all about me, damn it.
Oh, it should be, but it ain't.
You didn't tell me you were looking for a Coleman stove. I saw one for $10 at the flea market today too.
Oh, you bummer, you bummer. If you run across another one,
but it's the old. It's not the propane. It's the The original
It's
gas.
gas. Now I want a propane.
Well, I might have one you could have too. I ain't
Wait a
gonna
minute.
use it.
Wait a minute. Running Water says I have a portable propane grill sitting on the pantry back porch. You can have, only used once. Is it a barbecue grill? Must be a barbecue grill. I wonder if that bugger, Chris, would you know? If it's a barbecue type grill, you think that'd get hot enough to use my cast iron on?
Oh, I wouldn't know why not.
Yeah. Sounds good. I don't need one, folks. Running Water came to save the day.
It may not get as
for like frying things. That's what
I
I'm
think
wondering.
it would. Yeah, I would think it would.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It might not. It if you're slow cooking and something in a Dutch oven where you don't need coals on the top, it should work.
Yeah,
fine.
well, it'll work. It should work. It should work on with your griddle pan.
Oh yeah.
I cook. What the heck is going on with my?
Oh, I've seen you.
No,
put the
but
grill pan on the barbecue.
I used this one on our fishing trip. I got a 3-burner Coleman, and I got a cast iron griddle pan. And I just put it. I just used. Well, I guess I used all 3, but I put that on there, and I got plenty. I cooked eggs and bacon on it. So.
Oh sure.
No, I used that. I used it. I actually used it on. Yeah, no, I used it on my. I took up my our little 3-burner grill. And yeah, it should work. But like I say, I also have a small burner. It's I don't know what the name of it is, that I probably will never use again. I'll just keep giving you my junk.
Calvin said, I got a few of them stoves. If it wouldn't cost me an arm and a leg to ship it, I'd give you one. Kidding. No kidding. Don't even think of it, Calvin.
I'll keep my eyes open, because I actually run into them quite often for 10 to 50, $10 to $20. But actually, I think there's one at the thrift store. It's a propane one.
Yeah, I got to keep the cost kind of down, because I kind of splurged today on Amazon. Well, between Walmart and Amazon, I got that nice deep cycle battery. That cost me an arm and a leg. But then I got awesome full screen that's going to fit in the back tailgate of my trailer. Fits across the whole tailgate, and it's got the magnetic strip. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. There you go.
It's a full 80 inches wide. It's going to fit in there just perfect, because the trailer is 78 inches tall, and that screen I got is 80 by 80. I saw that, and I gotta get it.
Well, I say I would think you'd be able to find something or make something, because they make screens for garage doors.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a buddy of mine had one of them. Oh, Calvin's actually on break. We're gonna pull Dojo up with us. There you go. There he is.
His mic's off, though.
Catch him at work.
His mic's off.
Oh,
hello.
There, it's not off anymore. Hey, good to see you, Dojo.
Look at that! I'm in the office with Wi-Fi.
You're coming in really good tonight.
The Dojo Shack.
Oh, wait. Mike was asking, if I click on the link, do I have to fill out a bunch of forms, or does it just link me up? It's just a couple of questions, Mike.
Mike, it does, it asks you enter. It's going to ask for an email address.
It didn't ask for mine. I went on today earlier on somebody else's.
No, it's like once you're already logged in, because it didn't ask for mine today either. It's the initial time you come in.
Oh, really?
Yep. because it's all cookies. It's the initial time.
Well, no, wait a minute. No, when I went on Derek's, I didn't even know what it was. And when I went on Derek's, all it asked me was what name I wanted up there. That's all it asked me. When I went on Derek's for the very first time ever.
Well, maybe it's it, because when I went to do yours, it asked me. I had to punch in well, maybe not. I had to punch in email address because it sends a code.
Huh?
It sends a 6-digit code.
That's what I had to do to come on to create a stream with them. I had to put my email address in and get a code. But to come on as a guest, all I had to do is tell them what name I wanted to use.
Oh, I thought, okay, maybe.
They don't track the guests. They don't track the guests at all. They only track the host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Says, just follow the prompts, Mike. Yeah, it's real.
It's very if Sty can do it, anybody can do it.
Do you need a microphone? Yes. But your phone, if you're using the phone, the mic on the phone will pick it up.
And you don't have to turn, and you can turn your camera off. You don't need to use your camera if you don't want to.
Yeah, if you don't want your face showing, you don't have to have your camera on. And
what should they do that?
I don't know.
I wish there was a way we could turn Sty's camera off, but
yeah, I know. Chris always wants to do that. He wishes his background was in the foreground. Maybe he sees Sty way back in them woods somewhere, peeking around a tree or something, but that's it. But then I'd probably get shot at if I was back there. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my gosh. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but look at that.
What?
Look at that ugly mug.
Come on, we need
chat. You two fellas at the bottom of the screen might get covered once in a while.
Good.
Bradley says, hike with Mike. Just shut up and go on. And the panel, and she said, you damn it. Just kidding. Andy, bring up cheese like semi-digested food.
My turtle cheesecake burrito was very good, by the way.
Oh, I imagined it.
Oh, it is. Well, you can buy that pre-made cheesecake filling.
Yeah.
I just took a flour tortillas, put some chocolate sauce and caramel sauce on it, put some chocolate chips, put a couple spoonfuls of the cheesecake filling, put some chocolate chips and pecans on it, rolled it up, and yum, yum, yum.
Oh yeah, Kelvin was saying they make the conversion things from white gas to propane. Yeah, I did that to one old white gas stove. I didn't care for the performance though. It didn't seem to perform as well as the ones that are specifically designed for propane. I think it has to do with the venting, where it draws the air in at the bottom. But I won't need one now because running water, you say that's a tabletop job, huh?
Yeah, it's just one of those basic, it's like 10-inch by maybe 16-inch, picnic table grills.
They work pretty.
Where the leg.
And that works
like a tailgate.
All green cylinders?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where the legs flip over and snap the lid on, so then you just pick it up by the handle and go.
It's a little square one, right?
Yeah.
And you get a hose, you can actually connect it to you get a hose, you can actually connect it to a regular 10-pound.
Yeah, you can hook a 20-pounder up to any that takes the small cylinders. I've done it on.
I mean, that's what I do with that. I mean, that's what I ran. I bought a splitter so I could run both. I love you too, Calvin. I love you too, Calvin. Mwah. You dirty, rotten little son of.
But yeah, that grill's only been used once. So,
is that a 2-burner running water?
No, it's got the big, like rectangular grill.
Flat top.
Yeah. It's like the
Okay.
It's like a single.
Well,
Yeah, it's
like in a
griddle.
gas oven, like a gas oven type deal.
It's like a griddle.
Yeah.
That's got the burner underneath.
Right. Yeah, and just use it the once.
I'll give that a try. I'll go dig that out.
No, that should work.
Trailer Wednesday. Because here's
work.
Here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry, guys, over in the chat. We're not keeping up. But I'm kind of taking peeks, and you guys are having a good old time chatting over there. But keep chatting. I mean, you got something to say about anybody on the panel? Go ahead and say it. We'll check it out. But here's what's going on. Okay, I got my battery. I got to pick that up tomorrow. My screen for the back of the tailgate of the truck will be here Wednesday. I also bought 2 350-pound capacity shelf hinges where you mount the shelf on them. They mount to the wall, and then the shelf you can just lay flat against the wall. And it's got a 350-pound load capacity. So that I'm going to take a piece of that sheeting running water, and I'm going to make myself a nice long shelf that drops on the kitchen side of the trailer that I can pop up and use that for prep work and stuff. Kitchen, if it's storming out, I can still cook in the trailer, blah, blah, blah. So those are some of the accessories I had picked up today that are going in on Wednesday into the trailer. It's going to work out pretty good. Good. Oh, Sean Carl said, good night, everyone. It's so great to see everyone. Good night, Sean. Thanks
for coming
in to the surprise. Oh, yeah, buddy heaters. Got to use the inline filter because if it's not, it will gum up and it will not work. Yeah. But see, now I run the Coleman. I can run the Coleman catalytic heater that goes on the little green tank right off my 20-pounder. It doesn't affect it at all.
Can I suggest one thing you should probably invest in?
No.
Well, you should do it anyhow. My dad had one up at the cabin we were up to last week. He bought a CO2 alarm.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
put one in there. Definitely. Oh yeah. And by the way, running water, that window, I ain't buying one of them any sooner than the end of August. I just can't swing it. Because with the shipping, it's $40 for that window. It's cheapest one.
Well, I was thinking about that. If you wanted, go ahead and use one of those windows I've got. If we're just going to be, going to be making that back room shorter, I can just put one up in the front for now, and you can take and put one on the sky shack too. Later. Yeah.
And then I can pick one up, put one on the back half of the shed again later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. The man got me my stove and he's got me my window. That window.
Well, I'll make you a window.
Well, see, and when I got them, they were $21, and I noticed they went up to $31 plus shipping now.
They're $31 plus $9 shipping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah, wait till spring; they'll go down again.
Yeah. For the trailer, I didn't want to spend $40 on the trailer, but and I just didn't want to swing it this month. Every penny I got left is all going into camping the rest of this month. And 90% of that camping cost, because of guys like Cheesehead over here, is going to groceries.
That means you're going to feed me good? Is that what you're saying?
And when I heard that barking, I thought that was Cheesehead just answering me, just talking back again. But the dojo is just sitting there, just quiet, just paying attention to what's going on. So, did you say last stream, dojo, you worked 4 nights
Yeah, 4 nights. This is my last one.
Tonight's your last one?
Yeah.
Good. Nothing like a little time off.
I get to see daylight then.
Yeah. Andy says, mother-in-law went for a checkup today. Doctor had to check out her behind and said, what the heck's that up there? He got a torch and looked deeper to find out it was an old.
No, Dad.
Oh. Andy, I'm not repeating it. If you guys can't see that chat, Andy got into Bradley's Jack and Cokes.
I can see the chat tonight.
Never be able to get that out without surgery. She replied, I don't want it out. I just need the batteries changed. Oh, Andy, you know they demonetized last night's stream too. Now I don't get it. Limited monetization, and I tried it 4 or 5 times during the day today, and started fresh, no ads. I started it a couple hours ago, just wishful thinking, and there were ads. So I went into my YouTube studio, pulled that one up to look at monetization, and it says it's limited, that no, most advertisers don't like it, so you're not monetized by advertisers. It's playing ads, and I'm making revenue off it, so I ain't saying nothing. Go ahead.
That would be a first.
You know, sometimes you're better off just not saying anything. Chuck, I missed the previous comment. He said, do they have to be vented? What needs to be vented? You don't want to burn anything that runs on propane inside a closed area. You got to open a couple of windows or a vent, because you need fresh. You got to exchange the air in the room. They recommend that all the air in the room be exchanged at least once every half hour. That requires, in the size of my trailer, all that requires is 2 vents that are 12 by 12. And that'll exchange all the air in the trailer every half hour. But if you got a dead still day, it's dead still, it may not. It may not be exchanging it. And I've seen guys in the winter have their vents open on a trailer with a catalytic type heater, and they pass right out because it's dead calm outside. It's colder than sin, and they don't want, they got their vents open, but there's no air moving. So and it's not quite warm enough for, if you got a roof vent, the heat will draw the air through a lower vent into the room, and it'll change out the air. So
I've just bought 4 old 1965 heaters.
well, I missed that, Dojo.
So I've just bought four heaters from 1965 that runs off paraffin.
Yeah.
And they're really old, and they look all right as well.
Yeah. Calvin saying, is anybody else in the chair having the same issue I am when I go to comment on a video? There is a disclaimer telling me to make sure I stay within guidelines. Yeah. They pop that up there. See, they punish the moderators. Well, not the moderators, the hosts. If they don't moderate if it's something that's too raw or it's real foul language, blah blah blah. If they don't see that you're hiding some of those comments or moderating it, then it's kind of a strike against the host. But yeah, guests need to realize that if they violate the guidelines, YouTube can go to them and actually flag them individually as a creator.
You've also found as well that some of your mods will end up being unmodded.
Yeah.
YouTube will unmod them because they'll be the ones that have been saying things in the chat.
Right. I've had a couple people tell me to get Nightbot on here. I said, no, I don't want I want to make my own decisions. Nightbot, I've been on streams that use Nightbot, and I've had comments of mine flagged. You know, Nightbot is always doing stuff. Hey, Gemma, welcome aboard. Yeah, this is a surprise stream. This is just we're just doing a little campfire tonight. Couple hours or so. Ain't going no 4 or 5 hours tonight, though, guys. Andy says, damn, I would have been looking forward to a little punishment from anti-YouTube.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Bradley said, Sty, so I'm having conversation. I'm talking to my people. You talking to your. Thank you. Andy. Gemma, you still flying high on your likes tonight? Yeah. She had a good stream, but I missed it. It didn't give me the notification. I was mad. I had to go in, cancel the bell, and re-ring it for her channel. Kelvin saying, I'm thinking it's because I'm a bigger channel. I have a lot of subscribers and I am monetized, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I'm fully monetized, and yeah, I don't know.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah, it was last night, Rod. Yeah. That weirdo showed up. Yeah, it's crazy bugger.
I guess.
Oh, Gemma.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't. He must. What did he actually? What did he say, or what did he do?
I'm not repeating what he said. It was really nasty.
What kind of? Can you paraphrase it?
He put up a comment referencing me, my age generally, my beard, and the DNA of children, with an implication of activity.
Okay.
It was the nastiest damn thing I've seen in years. Yeah. Yes, old man, I did get that email. That's pretty good. This little piggy. Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, what the heck?
Let's see who's saying what here. I'm almost caught up. Gemma said, I'm here. I'm happy. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like that was kind of a tough stream, girl, that she had there. Calvin's Corner said, it's just anyone I go watch their videos. I have been getting that disclaimer just in the last week. Yeah, isn't that nuts? That's nuts, Calvin. What, they got you tagged as, oh, here comes Calvin. Better remind him.
I tagged him.
You would tag him, wouldn't you?
I did. So evidently you cannot pop out the chat on a mobile device.
Yeah, I don't know how you would.
No, it gives you the. I'm on the desktop site, but it won't. Where you can pop it out, but it won't let me. It's not. It takes me to some live chat thingamajigger. I don't know what that will do.
Yeah, there's enough people. There's enough people that have been sending messages to the founders, to Gage and Dan, the founders of StreamYard. There's been so many people sending them messages of the fixes they'd like to see, and one of them is that the viewer, the guests, can get the live chat on the side. Andy said he missed all the fun. That's nice, Gemma, that Andy was there for you. Kelvin said, "She's reported me. I just know it." I just know it, he says.
That's right.
Chuck, I love this statement, guys. I'm going to pop this up there. Hi, Dojo, you're back. Yeah. Look at this. Oh, no, that's not the one. You haven't blinked in minutes. Looks like you've been in the freezer. It's this one I wanted to show you. If it's any help, Andy, you always make me feel a bit more normal. We come here to catch Andy and feel normal. I see Bean on the bay is sitting in Running Water's lap, taking in some free 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, he sees I'm sitting here and I'm not smoking, so he has to hop in my lap.
Oh.
I thought you have to be unnormal to do these things.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There's a privilege for you, Andy. Gemma had made you a mod over on her stream. That's cool. That's a compliment for you.
Andy should roll in the mod. Andy should be rolling in the mod fees here pretty soon. Sty's paying for all of them.
Yep. Sure am. I pay for it by letting guys like you, Cheesehead, in the house. That's how I pay for it. Dojo, did you see that? He was laughing pretty good at that one. Yeah. You never hear me complaining about Dojo. Yeah.
You complain about me? I never hear you complain about me.
No. It's like I said, you're my favorite Wisconsin wine. Wine about everything.
If I didn't whine, you'd think I'd be mad at you or something. If I didn't whine, you'd think I'd be mad at you or something.
Yeah. If you weren't giving me a hard time, I'd start getting nervous. What's up? What's up? Yeah. Kelvin, Chuck, it's the Campfire ribbing show. Okay, Alexander says gonna have to head off tonight, Sty. I have to be up at 8 in the morning to go to work. Hey, we'll see ya. Thanks a lot, Alexander, for showing up. It was awesome. Oh. Did you see that, Chief? There's an honor.
What's that?
I just popped it up.
I'm actually over on the YouTube side.
Oh. Gemma said I have added Cheesehead to my moderators on my community settings.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Gemma, because if he's over there, I know he'll behave himself. It's the only place on YouTube that he will. I can count on him to do that.
Yep. You're the only one I disbehave on.
What I don't like is some of the channels that I visit that have everybody's modded, everybody's given a wrench.
Yeah,
and I watch them, and people are kicking each other off. They're blocking them from the channel. They're doing all this nasty stuff to each other because they all got wrenches. And the host is getting emailed or direct messaged constantly. Why did I get booted off of your stream? And then they'll go back and look, and they'll go, I don't know. And they have to remod them again. Oh, I'm glad I don't do that garbage. Oh, no.
Well, you only need a handful of mods. You make everybody a mod, then it's.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, well, it becomes a mob then.
I went on
with
a
a
live
B.
stream. I went on a live stream the other day. I was only in there 10 minutes, and they made me a mod. But
yeah, make you a mod. Yeah.
Well,
there's
like,
a couple of them. Very first time I ever been to their channel, I got on their chat and just said, hi, everybody. And the next time I go to say something in the chat, I look and I got a wrench. And it's like, you don't know me. What the heck? You're making me a mod? I've never been here before. I don't even know if I like your channel. And you're giving me a wrench? If I'm not happy, I'll go through and block everybody in your chat, and I'll leave and never come back. see how quick you're giving out wrenches after you do that.
Yeah, don't get people why to do that.
Hey, Stingray Steve's in the house. Great to see you there, Stingray. And he says, am I watching the Brady Bunch style with 3 boys of his own?
I want to know what happens when you got 6 people on here.
My 3 sons. We got a new version of that old show. My 3 sons.
I want to see what it looks like when there's 6 people on the panel.
I haven't had enough people come up on the backstage.
Oh, I know that.
I'm going to throw that link back up there, and we could see what if anybody's willing to be a guinea pig, we could see what it looks like when you got a half a dozen people up on the screen. I'm not going to leave it that way. Not going to leave it that way. I'll have to. After we get it all loaded up, I would have to delete a couple of people just to keep it manageable. And I guess I'll start at the head and work my way down to the toes. The cheese head and work my way down to the dojos. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump on, just click that link, follow it. It'll bring you right in here. Well, it'll bring you into my backstage, and then I can pull you up. Okay. Andy says, been your guinea pig and still having nightmares, days and days just running on a metal wheel. Andy, I am so sorry, man, that your phone wouldn't let you on here. Oh, that was so bad. Just watching what you were going through. Oh, wow. Okay, we got Gemma is jumping up. Behave yourself, boys, my 3 sons.
Excuse me.
There she is. Oh, well, gosh, yes, we got 5 up there. That's awesome. It's good to see you, Gemma.
Hi, Gemma.
Hello. Hi,
Gemma.
Hi, Cheesehead and Dojo.
Hello.
And
hello.
Running Water. I think I haven't met you before yet, but hello.
Yeah, I popped over to your channel a few times, and when it comes up on the notifications, usually I don't get a chance to watch YouTube until late at night, end of the day.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he has to be parked to really watch.
I'll check you out for sure. I'll definitely make sure I do that.
Okay, Kelvin's Corner says you guys all have a great campfire night. Gotta run. Thanks for sharing my thoughts, Ty. Hey, you take care of there, Kelvin. We'll catch you again. Thanks a lot for jumping over here, buddy.
It's good to see you, Sty. How are you?
I'm good. Are you doing better today?
Yeah,
now?
I'm in a more positive mood than I was yesterday. So that's the first.
No, that's good. It's good to see you smile, girl.
Yeah, well, I have to smile on Stein North Stream. Like, that's just a given, Sty. We have to be positive.
I don't smile on Stein North Stream. I try to be an old curmudgeon like him.
If you don't smile on the Stein North Stream, what the hell is wrong with you? That's just...
I try to be an old curmudgeon like he is.
Yeah, old curmudgeon.
Stein North is just one of them people who makes everybody smile. He's another Cab 7. You can't help but smile when you go onto people's streams like that because they have a great message and a great ethics. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, hey, heck. I'm a true believer. When things are just going to crap on you, you might as well smile about it. I mean, because it's going to happen. And nothing ever goes smooth all the time. So when it goes to heck, smile about it and start the heck. It'll go away. It always does. I've
been smiling forever, and you're still here.
It's kind of like Cheesehead.
I said I've been smiling on the
say he doesn't
smiling the whole time, and you're still here.
Yep, you betcha. Just smiling at you too.
It's just being around Sty just makes you want to smile. It's just such a positive bloke, and every time I see him in a chat somewhere, he's always called me he's sweetie, and I'm just like, oh, Sty North's here, and as soon as he types to me in the chat, I'm like, oh, makes me feel happy.
He's got you buffaloed.
Hey, Joran.
I'm just kidding, of course.
Thanks for jumping in.
I know, Chris. I know. You're very funny, Chris. I like you. You're very funny.
See, Sty, somebody thinks I'm funny.
Yeah. Looking.
Somebody.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh.
He knew he set himself up.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, crap.
I just love it. Some of the folks that watched that video with you and I having dinner at camps. Geez, some of the folks, oh, we can't believe you guys can even be friends the way. And I keep telling them, oh, you should have seen what was off camera.
Yeah.
I said, we have a blast just tearing into each other.
The fisticuffs went off flying, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if this wasn't being watched by YouTube, you and I could just be on the panel and people would be laughing their butts off watching you and I go at it. We wouldn't even look at the chat. we should do that sometime. Please have like a hour-long stream of just you and I having a conversation and pretend that there's no chat. And then afterwards, after the posts, go in and see what was said. And hope our moderators clean it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Chat, so I wouldn't let anyone disrespect you. They'd be gone within seconds if I find them. I gotta use my ban hammer very responsibly. If I see someone being horrible, they're gone. I don't even give them a chance. They go bye-bye. Oh. like in my stream, well, yesterday, Mushroom, I had a girl tell me to stop acting so brain damaged, and I was just like, okay, I've seen the comment, I'm deleting you. And I was just like, nope, I don't want you, Mushroom, bye bye. So I just got rid of it. It's like, no, thank you, don't want it.
Yeah. Oh, people, and they were just like folks were saying here last night. It just goes to Hike with Mike said it real well. He says it just shows the mean nature of people in society today that come on and put people down and say things about them.
That's what they live for. Because they're hiding behind a screen and they can do or say whatever they want and without getting punched in the face normally.
Yeah. Thanks, Joran, for sharing this out on Twitter. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Did you see Running Water? Bradley's asking where you're headed to now.
No, I don't see any comments.
Okay. Yeah, Bradley's asking Running Water, where are you headed now, my brother?
Oh, I'm parked in South Carolina until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern time, and then I'll get that steel going up to Wisconsin, up by Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Running Water, nice. Are you a private contractor or do you work for somebody?
We're a private carrier for a manufacturer. We manufacture steel building. So like, here I brought down, it's a new O'Reilly's auto parts that's going in Jacksonville, Florida. And usually then, we deliver the building in and then we haul steel back to make more building.
Yeah, their company.
So I guess I didn't know what you hauled. I didn't know if you were a for hire or if you were your own boss or you worked for a company or.
No. The way things are right now, it's not a good time to be an owner operator. Let the company and corporations worry about the truck.
Yeah.
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 I have a friend of mine who started working for. I want to say I don't think Wayne. A couple years ago, he's all over the country. Wayne Transportation. Is it Wayne Transportation? I think.
Okay,
but,
Gemma,
I would
Gemma jumped off. Thanks, Gemma, for being here. It's great that I was able to see your face while we're streaming.
You never say that about me.
For good reason. I was trying to figure out how I know how I can bring somebody up, like I can, pop Dojo up there if I want, and he's going, whoa, really? But I'm gonna tell the founders I want to be able to snatch a viewer or a guest and slide theirs up over another guest, so that other guest is still here, but they're behind the one I want to look at.
Keep it up, buddy.
So I don't know. I don't know how often folks would be seeing you there, Jeez.
Well, see, that's where it comes in handy, being able to put up your own graphics, and you can put up his profile picture with his cheese hat over his video.
Yeah. I could actually do that with an overlay because he usually comes in first, so he gets that slot over there in the right-hand corner. I can actually make an overlay that'll cover him up of that donkey with the hat on the butt. Yeah, I can put that right there, and we could hear him talk, everything, but you'd see the donkey there. Thanks for the idea, Running Water. Blame him, Cheese.
I already see a donkey.
Yeah.
Or two.
No, it's a horse's arse. No donkeys on this side of the road.
There's two on the left side.
There's no donkeys over here, just horses' arse.
Two horses' asses on the left side.
Dojo's got his own safe corner.
Yeah,
I've got a safe corner.
Yeah, I was sitting here. Chuck said he was just getting ready to bug out. Hey, plain old Chuck, you have a very good night. You have a very, very good night. It's always great to see you popping in. Yeah, I'm glad to see Stingray Steve showing up tonight. It's great to have you here, Stingray. He said, I got a Swedish Mauser 6.5. I got over 50 deer with it, including my last giant buck. That was the best of my lifetime. Yeah, I had an old Spanish 6mm Mauser that was rebored to 308. Oh, that thing was scary. I had it. I dropped a couple deer with it, but I finally traded it off to a guy. I can't remember what. It's when I got the big bus camper. I traded to the guy I bought the bus camper from. But the problem is after you fired around on that and you pull her out, take a look at that casing and the primer. You couldn't catch a fingernail. You rub it across the base of the casing. You couldn't catch a fingernail on the primer. The whole primer seat and the primer itself was flattened out, smooth to the tail of the casing. That's how much breech pressure there was. I was waiting for that bolt to come flying off that thing, take half my face off. I finally got rid of it. But boy, yeah, I liked the gun, but I didn't like that issue.
Hey, Sty, that your cast iron that you did find, is that that old cast iron, or is that just some old pieces? Or
that? Okay, I've got that round griddle. I love that thing. I used it for years. That's actually an early Lodge.
Okay.
Earlier Lodge, but the frying pan, until I get all of the, you get that outer caking on them.
Yeah.
After many years of use, the inside of it was always good, nice, smooth, seasoned well, but the outside just kept building. It's covering that forge stamp on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
Oh, okay.
When that pan was from, but I found that pan in an old, knocked down, destroyed old log cabin, tiny little log, almost like what you would call a trapper's cabin. It was broke through the top of an old sheep herder's stove. The sheep herder's stove rusted, and that pan fell through the top of it. And I yanked that pan out of there. Did a little research on that cabin, and that cabin had collapsed in 1912. So that pan had been there a long time. So until I get it all cleaned up, I won't know actually where that.
It might not even have.
Right. It might not have any kind of forge marks or stamps on it. So it'll be interesting.
I saw it was a square Griswold pan at the flea market today.
Really?
And it was probably I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 inches square by square by square. For $55, and I'm just like,
oh,
I really do not need any more cast iron pans.
Right.
I mean, it would be nice, but it's just like I wouldn't use it. I mean, I've got 3 now that I use, that primary that I use. So
thanks for that comment, Andy.
See that.
You got that right, Andy.
Oh, my friends, I don't know.
You know what they say, Sty, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friends' noses.
Yeah, you can pick your nose. You can pick your friend. Just don't pick your friend's nose.
Right. Jojo, you're saying too much. Shut up.
Sorry, I just can't get a word in edgeways.
Jojo, I got a question. Are you having a smoke?
Not in here, I'm not. I've just rolled it.
I was going to say, oh my God, there ain't anywhere left in the civilized world they let you smoke inside of a building. And I'm going, oh my God, he's as bad as me. He's breaking the rules.
The smoke alarm will go off and smoke it in here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the risky part. If the room's too small, you can set the alarms off. And,
you can see the smoke alarm there.
Oh yeah.
That annoys me.
I bet.
That clock.
That clock right there. It's bright red. You can't miss it. And I couldn't believe it when I worked for Dollar Tree. They did not allow us to have clocks. You couldn't have a clock anywhere on the floor. You couldn't have a clock in the back office, in the manager's office. You couldn't have a clock. No clocks allowed.
Why?
Because on your cash registers, you can get the time on those, or a manager has to log into because our computers time out if you haven't used it after about 4 minutes, they shut down. You got to log completely back in. So you got to log in to look and see what time it is. So everybody's got to carry a watch if they want to know what time it is. No looking to catch what time is it. They don't want anybody. They say it's unproductive to be able for people to take their attention away and look at the time.
Tell you, it's annoying saying the time on the thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the mentality of not having clocks in the casino.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know how long you've been there.
No. That's a standing policy for casinos. They don't want visible clocks on the gaming floor. Maybe in the bar, maybe in the lounge or the restaurants, but not out on the gaming floor.
Like in here, there's 7 clocks in here, and they're only in a small space.
Everywhere you look, it's reminding you how long you got to work yet. Oh.
Well, I had last summer had a load out of our we've got environmental plant. We do like hydrogen farms, splitting water, getting your hydrogen and oxygen. Well, it went out to the Palms Casino out in Las Vegas.
I've been there.
Yeah, and
I stayed there.
Yeah, and I've hauled them out to a lot of farms and ethanol plants and stuff, and I asked them why they needed it, and they're like, well, because we pump oxygen into the casino. That they have a high oxygen count in there, so people are relaxed and feel energetic.
You're right. Yep.
And then they sell off the hydrogen for extra revenue stream. But yeah, they're producing their own O2. Yeah, to pump in and keep
bring that oxygen level up on the floor. Yep.
Keep grandma sitting there at the function. I'm thinking, all the people smoking in there, you're pumping in straight oxygen. It's bad enough you got the people in there towing their tanks with them.
We ran up to the casino up in Fortune Bay when we were on our fishing trip. One of the youngins went to go play blackjack, and so we went upstairs. They got some tables, and we started playing Crazy Eights. I haven't played Crazy Eights in 40 years. We kind of made our own rules, but it was got to be pretty cutthroat.
Yeah, old man said you can pick your friends, but not your siblings. No, your siblings, you got to just eliminate them.
Yeah, my sister does me nutting.
Yeah, I was, oh gosh, I was in my 20s when I asked
I'll be
my
back
mother,
in a second.
see you in a minute. I was in my 20s when I asked my mother, is it true that before you had any of us 4 kids that you had a set of twins that passed away just within a week after they were born? And she goes, yeah. And I said, oh, did you name them? And she said, no, fortunately for you and your brother, your father stopped us from naming those 2 boys. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here if those 2 had made it. Yikes. I told her, I said, that's not something I wanted to know. Why'd you even answer me that dumb question?
It's like when I turned 18, I said to me mum, is my sister my real sister? And she looked at me and she went, why, what you heard? I said, I ain't heard anything. I said, is my sister my real sister? She went, no, she isn't your real sister. I went, what? Yeah, she's only my half sister.
Oh, surprise. I always had a suspicion.
I don't know, there was something about her because she didn't look like me dad.
Oh.
So I look like me dad, my other sister looked like me dad, but this sister didn't. And I went, there's something not right because she's got a bit of me mum but none of me dad.
Oh. Yeah, the odd one out. That was my ex-wife, just to try to be mean to me one time. She said, she was talking about our youngest before she was born. She said, you don't even know if it's yours. I said, well, I'll find out soon, won't I? When that kid was born, I took one look at her and I go, oh, Jesus. She looks like the boys. I hope she doesn't grow up looking like one of the boys. Bald head and a beard. Fortunately, she just kept the eyes and the forehead. But I told the ex, I said, yeah, try to tell me she's not mine. I said, for crying out loud, all I have to do is put a beard on her and shave her head. She looks just like 3 of us in the family. Yeah.
Well, I remember the next one down, sister. She was, when she'd get all upset, wasn't getting her way, she'd always, go stomping off, yell at you guys. I must have been adopted.
Oh, yeah.
Must have been adopted. Yeah, you stopped that real quick when you told her, yes, you were. And then they made us take you back.
Yeah. Yep. I love that. I think you and Mom just adopted me. Well, you're right. But they wouldn't keep you. They sent you back. Oh, you thought we got you from someone else. Oh, oops. Old man says, I have 2 that if I had the money, I would have given them a fishing vacation off to New Orleans. Katrina came ashore. One last great vacation. Oh, Dojo, you're saying that your dad worked for British Rail?
Yeah, he used to work for British Rail. He was, he did all the carriages up, put all the dampers, brakes on, and all that.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, and Andy's did too. Oh. Oh no. He's talking about what old man said about his sisters. And he said he would have done the same thing. Joran ran off to get some coffee. He'll be back in a minute. And
yeah, me dad, he was one of these people. You give him a piece of wood and you could turn it into anything.
That's right. And I remember now, Andy, you saying that your dad worked at sea. Yeah, Andy said there's 9 years between him and the next two. Mom and Dad were not best happy when I happened. see, I was the baby. We had 4 kids in our family. And it was my oldest sister, and then my brother came, I think, just a little over a year after her, and then my other sister was a year after him, and then there was 5 years before me. And oh boy, I played the baby. I'm the baby of the family game. When my pop would give up the allowances, I gleaned half of everybody else's off of them. You got to feel sorry for your little baby brother. Come on, give me some of yours. Oh yeah, I played that game for the longest time. And yeah,
I still play it now.
Yeah, I would too, but my 2 oldest siblings have passed away, so I can't cash in on them anymore. And then my surviving sister, I have to say, she's gracious. I don't lean on her because she was always good to me. So I let her off the hook nowadays.
I do it to my older sister. I always go, "You're not going to give your baby brother anything then."
Yeah. Oh, but my oldest sister, there was several times. She always, in our adult lives, oh, I love my brother. My brother's so good. I like my brother. He's great. But boy, when we were kids, she wanted to kill me so many times. I was talking about it last night. When
I would, especially when you used her dress as a teepee.
Yeah, that was one of the occasions. She wanted to take my hair.
Scalp you?
She wanted to scalp me. Yeah. Oh, darn right. What really set her off? This is bad. In 1964, they started selling beetle wigs at the 5 and 10 store. Stupid beetle wigs, bowl style haircuts. I talked my dad into buying me one of them, and he says, "Why?" And I said, "I want to see what Linda, my sister, would do when she sees me wearing it." He had taken me to the store in his squad car. He bought it for me. We got in that squad car. He says, "Put it on. I want to see how it looks." I put it on. He damn near caused 4 accidents on the way home, laughing his ass off all the way home. He says, "You ain't taking that thing off till your sister sees it." I walked in the house. I was running for hours from her. She was going to kill me. She goes, "You are such an insult to the Beatles," and on and on. I said, "Oh, man, I thought you'd be a little upset about it, but not that bad." Oh, God, she felt the death penalty was deserved. Yeah. I wish I would have kept that beetle wig as a souvenir. I should have been wearing that the day she caught me in her dress. Because then she could have taken my hair and I wouldn't have mind.
Well, I got to go. My pad's about ready to die. So.
Okay, buddy. It's great having you up. Thanks.
This has been a heck of a short stream, let me tell you.
Yeah, I've got 20 minutes to hit the 2-hour mark when I shut her down. So,
yeah, I see that.
See, your goddamn tablet just doesn't last 2 hours.
Well, it's plugged in. It's just slowly dying. It's charging, but it's not able to keep up. So
yeah, it doesn't run on that power hookup and leave the battery alone.
No,
it's still feeding off the battery. So yeah, I get you.
Well, usually I could use it and it doesn't drain, but I think this is just it's draining it too much. It can't keep up. It has to use the battery.
Working harder, yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe I get into one for my birthday next month. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah. I'm still working on my laptop, trying to get that cleaned up and working.
Put your 401k towards it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be long dead before I can cash that sucker out.
I talked to somebody on another stream that they went to a yard sale and bought a laptop for $10, and that's what they were using during the stream was this $10 laptop they bought. They said the person was having all kinds of trouble with it. They said it's junk, it's no good. They wiped the whole thing clean, reloaded a fresh Windows on it, and they said it hasn't hicked up since, and that was 2 months. And they said, and it's pretty powerful. They said they can stream just fine, everything with it. I said, for $10, I paid $400 for mine, and it's junk. You know, yeah. It is what it is. Hey, Cheese, we'll be in touch. I'm on again tomorrow night. Oh no, not tomorrow night. Thursday night.
Okay.
I forgot what night.
I should let you come back to the screen. I'm sitting here watching the game and not paying attention to the screen here. So, all right, we'll catch you later, everybody. Talk to you later.
Enjoy the Brewers while you can get them.
No, they got a temporary. Well, they got a temporary agreement going on, I guess. So
okay.
But I did read where Dish did drop WCCO today because they cannot come up with agreement with CBS. So if you're in the cities, you can't watch CCO.
Ouch.
Evidently.
Ouch. Yeah. Ouch.
So
yeah. Okay.
All righty.
We'll talk.
Everybody have a good night.
You have a good night, there, Cheese.
Yep. Bye.
See you later, Chris.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the house is still holding up. We still got a half dozen people in the house.
I'm all alone on the bottom.
Yeah, that's you on the bottom. The 6 in the house and 3 of them are on the panel. Oh, there's 7, so at least we're not at 50% on the panel anymore. Hey, Todd. Todd just popped in. Great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Yeah, this is a surprise stream. I may run another 15 minutes or so yet. I wasn't going to do a long one tonight. It's just that I was doing all kinds of stuff on YouTube. I was busy for the first half of the day, and I was doing other things, and I decided, that's sensory overload. I'm gonna pop a stream up and just hang out with a bunch of good folks. Whoever showed up. I figured if I had 3 in the house, I was doing good. But we've been doing a lot better than that all night. So
I was watching a woman cook a pizza on YouTube and putting 68 of the hottest peppers on it.
Oh, gosh, I don't know why I'm feeling hungry. Yeah, gosh. Yeah, Todd, I didn't expect to see you tonight. I figured, well, Todd probably is working and my notifications for this were kind of quick, popped them up, and then started the stream within 10 minutes of sending notices up. So, yeah, I'm set up now. Once I get, that's another thing I won't get it done this week, but after my camping trip, I'll get it done. I'm going to build a box into my trailer that'll hold my 2 these deep cycle batteries to run my air machine at night. Because right now I'm just going to drop the two of them in a plastic bin and keep it in the corner in the trailer. I don't like the idea of batteries bouncing around in the back of that trailer.
Well, you want a semi truck battery box? The pan that we took and refitted a bunch of our trucks, so we got a whole pile of them sitting there by the dumpster.
Actually, yeah. Those are larger than a conventional 12-volt battery, though. So
well, you can always cut it down.
Well, I was thinking I could probably squeeze 3 in that box, eh?
Well, the ones that are on our trucks hold 6 batteries. So, I mean...
Holy God! No, well, I don't need it that big. No.
Yeah, that... Well, it's got like 6 actual pockets in the bottom of the tray. Then it's got the sidewall that comes up, and then a lid that goes on with like rubber bungee things that snap on it.
Right.
That you could have 6 semi truck batteries in there.
Oh yeah, that'll be too big. That'll be too big. There's not enough space in that trailer. Yeah. No, I just built a box for them. I had built a box when I was out at the Sty Shack for the 2 batteries I had on the system out there on my generator, one that ran my generator, and then a backup that ran my little fridge, my 12-volt fridge. But I just built another one like that. Yeah, Todd said he's off for the rest of the month. Oh, wow. Gosh, I hope you're getting all rested up and relaxing. Did you get to go do any fishing yet, Todd? Yeah.
I'm on rest soon for 12 days.
Yeah, Todd's asking how everybody's doing. Yeah.
Just sitting in the middle of the swamp.
Are you?
Yeah, it's just swamp country out here. I'm only like 5 miles from the coast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Nucor plant out here. So big, huge complex out in the middle of nowhere. They want to keep it away from the city.
So. But you're sitting right where you're unloading, huh?
Well, I'm empty.
Oh, you are empty.
Yeah. Problem was that it took them about 4.5 hours to unload me this morning.
Oh,
I showed up an hour early, and then they got me pulled in on time for my appointment, for the job site. But then, 4.5 hours after that, finally got the last bundle off of there. Got me out of there, and they come up there apologizing. Oh, we're sorry it took so long, and I was like, oh, no problem, just fine. They're like, well, every other truck that has been upset, and it's like, well, they weren't chief trucks,
Right.
He's like, well, why aren't you guys upset? And I'd like flip over to the 3rd page of the bill of lading. I'm like, because of the part where you guys get billed $75 an hour after the first 2 hours.
Right.
And I get $50 of that.
Right.
So take your time.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to watch YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
You just think I do 12 hours to get paid to watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are both getting paid to watch Steinor.
Well, that's like, right now, it's like, I got unloaded in the morning, but I couldn't get a reload then because it took them so long. I can't get reloaded until tomorrow. So I get a day layover. So that's $100 that I get for camping out for tonight.
Too.
Yeah. $100 to just sit here and have some smokes and
watch YouTube.
Yeah.
my question to Todd about if he's been doing any fishing, he said not yet on the fishing, going tomorrow, and then he said I'm going to try and get some walleye. I love walleye. Todd, yep, that walleye is to die for. I love that's my favorite fish, and I wish you all the luck. I hope you get the walleyes you're looking for. And my last stream, anybody that caught it, Diana from Go Gibbick Range was on the chat, and she wants to meet up with me down at Black Lake when I do my week-long camping trip down there. And she's going to bring her kayak, and she's a walleye slayer. I mean, she's religiously hooked on fishing for walleyes. So I told her, yeah, you can come on down. She says, as long as there's somewhere for me to hang my hammock, oh yeah, I'll have a campsite with trees. So there's no reason why she can't throw a hammock up, because she said she'll do an overnighter so she can do a bunch of walleye fishing. And if with two of us out there fishing for walleyes, I think we'll be having a walleye shore lunch. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
What's walleye?
Joran, walleye sounds like a movie, LOL. Sorry, bad joke. I couldn't help myself. Walleye.
All right. Called pike here.
Yeah. Y'all don't use the term walleye over there in the UK.
Yeah, I just looked up to see what it was, and it's pike here.
Yeah. Yeah. I had seen that quite a long time ago. In fact, I had a fella that was from England that used to sell huckleberries too when we lived out in northwestern Montana. And it was him I was having a conversation with, and we talked about walleye fishing, and he goes, oh, he says, you ever come over and visit? He says, let's have that conversation at my house, not out on the street. I go, what? He goes, some of the terms you guys use and some of the words just don't fit over in the UK. He says they can be taken wrong. I said, oh, okay. I don't remember what gesture it was I had made at him too. Oh, it upset him terrible. He said I was telling him to F off with the gesture I used. And I said, well, no, I wasn't. I said, that was an innocent gesture. He says, not back home, it wasn't. I said, okay, you go back home then. And I made the gesture again.
It's like some of the signs you use for your hands mean something different here as well.
Oh yeah, we use the finger that's missing.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And
it means peace, doesn't it? Peace to you, but means something different to us.
Yeah, I did this at him, I think.
Some people do it the other way around, that way. Peace.
Yeah.
Or maybe that means.
Well, it was this way. It was this way. Because that's what it was. He was getting me a cup of coffee. He was getting me a cup of coffee, and there was a group of us there, and we're cutting this big deal on selling these really expensive huckleberries to this guy, and he was a shareholder in this company, and he says, Sty, would you like a cup of coffee? I said, oh yeah, sure. Well, he had to walk across his conference room to a coffee pot, and he's way across the room. He yells back at me, how many sugars you want in that? And I go, and he yells across the room at me, well, F you too. That's what it was. Thanks, though. Fired back my memory on that one. Yeah. He just yelled just loud at me. Well, F you too. I go, I just want sugar. I held him up again. I said, come on. And he was pissed off.
It did it when I first ever went on a live stream. I was talking to an American bloke on there, and he did the same. He went, "Peace, brother," like that. And I went, "Yeah, F you too." And he went, "What?" I went, "That means up yours or F you or whatever you like to get."
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's terrible. You got somebody come on, you don't know they're from the UK, and you go, "Hey, brother." I mean, not good. All of a sudden, they're leaving bad comments and jumping off your channel.
Well, I had a friend come over from Scotland that we're meeting up at a technology conference out there in Seattle, and this was like February, and we're having breakfast and decided, hey, we're going to walk down to the convention hall, which is about 5-6 blocks. And gal that was with us, she's American. She's like, well, just wait for me. I gotta go upstairs and get my muff.
Get my muff.
Yeah. I'm gonna go upstairs and grab my muff. He spit coffee all over that table.
More information than we needed.
we're all covered in coffee now. It's like, no, it's winter garment.
That's what they call these things. What I'm wearing. That's what they call these things, are muffs. And I kid you not. I had someone that is Scottish ask me, "What the heck's that thing on your head?" And I go, "It's a muff." And he burst out laughing. He goes, "So you're walking around with a muff on your head, eh? Right out here in the public." Then I put 2 and 2 together, and I recalled, oh no, that Scotsman thinks I'm a kook.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a muff on his head.
Oh, that tickled me.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't recall them all, but a couple of folks that I've followed, and they followed me for quite a while, they're Aussies, and they got some sayings down there in Australia too that, if you were to say it in the U.S., we wouldn't think twice. But if you come from the U.S. down there and say it, holy God, some of the things they say that you shouldn't say down there, that we say all the time up here, that if you say it down there in a pub, you're going to get your tail beat. You just got to be careful what you say.
It was like one job I did. I was looking after a lorry park, and the park up for the night. And this lorry wouldn't move. It was parked in a bit where it wouldn't move, and it was a Polish driver. And one of the blokes said, "There's one word what you can say to a Polish man and he'll disappear. And tell him to F off. Because in their language it means something completely different. It's really offensive to him." I went, "Really?" He said, "Try it, knock on his door and tell him to..." And I did, so I did it. He soon started his engine up and went.
Yeah.
But I'd love to know to what this day actually meant for him.
Yeah, I've actually watched a couple of videos here on YouTube about the things you should never say in England, things you should never say in Scotland or in Ireland, or in Sweden, and I love watching the videos. I just laugh my tail off. There was a couple of them that were done by this young gal, and I couldn't believe, boy, she's pretty candid about it too. She ain't bleeping nothing out, and she did one, things you never say to women in Europe. I laughed through the whole thing. I couldn't remember the things because I was laughing so hard the way she did it. she said she could get away with it because she was a woman, you know. Oh man. Yeah. Yep. The world is crazy.
Yeah, some people are thrown in jail in different countries for saying the wrong word, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I think if I got stopped by a cop anywhere out of the country here, I would have nothing to say. I want an attorney to talk for me, please.
Yeah.
And I want a local one. I want a local attorney to talk for me, please. Because I just might say something that's going to get me in more trouble.
Oh yeah, that guy that came over from Scotland, he was the same one. You know, I had asked him if he was flying into Seattle, you know, and you know, we're going to be meeting out there. And he's like, no, I'm coming into New York. I'm going to get a rental car and I'm just going to drive out there because I want to see America. He called me up like 2 days later. He's like, I'm in somewhere called Ohio. How much further do I have to go? It's like, you're not even halfway there yet. He's like, why is it so big? He's like, I can go coast to coast in less than a day.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not here. You can't.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't realise how tiny this little island I'm sat on is.
Yeah, I actually met a couple that were touring the U.S. and they said that they had to cut their tour short because their visa ran out. I said, "Holy cow!" They said, "We didn't realize how damn big this country was." They said, "Yeah, that I don't know what kind of visa they had, but they said that they had exceeded it by 15 days." They said, "We got to get the heck out of here." They said, "And we got to cut our trip short." And she says, "There's about a fourth of the country we haven't hung out in yet." I said, "Yeah." They thought that they were going to be able to see the whole country, tour everywhere, and just hang out. Yeah, they were independently wealthy. They weren't worried about money, but they had rented a Winnebago big motorhome that they were driving around, and they would spend weeks in one location. And they said, "We thought we could cover the whole country in maybe 5-6 months." They said it started to snow out, so we started heading south, and they said we ended up staying down there over the winter. And they said then we started our tour again and seeing places we hadn't been, and they said we couldn't believe how damn big. They said some of these states are bigger than our home country. I said, that's it. That's it. We've got tiny little states that have the population of a European country. We've got these huge states that got the population of a European village. You know? Yeah. You come over here, don't get lost. There's a lot of territory.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Montana is a good example. You know that Montana is about 4 times the size of the UK, but it only has 1 million people for the whole state.
Yeah.
So
the size of an average city.
Yeah. So
Homestead, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
But yeah, for population density, it would be the equivalent of only having like 250,000 people in the whole UK.
Yeah.
It's like one person for every 7 miles.
He just supposed to the UK owes 66.4 million people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Duluth Superior combined's got about 150,000. Maybe
where I live, the town where I am, there's only 11,507 people.
Your town's about the size of the town that Running Water and I live in. We're at 10,000.
Yeah.
10,000 people here. Yeah. And I like about 9 of those people.
Yeah. Well, you're more generous than I am.
Well, in the town where I am, I think I know 5 people.
Oh yeah. You know, and that's the thing too, is the bigger the town, the fewer people you know. I don't know why that always works out that way, but I've lived in small towns that have 150 people max in the whole community, and I know every single one of them.
Where I was born, it was the same town, the town where I was born in. Everybody knew everybody.
Yeah, you knew everyone. You recognized everyone you saw. I moved into a town that's got 2,000 people in it. I don't even know my neighbor. I don't want to know my neighbor. I don't want to know nobody in that big town. Little town.
I talk to my neighbors, but I don't know their names.
See, that's me here in the building I live. I got 82. There's 82 apartments in this building, and I actually know by name maybe 10 people. Otherwise, the other 72 I could care less about. And the ones that I know by name, some of them I've given them nicknames that I can't repeat on YouTube. So
my next door neighbour, the right of me, don't speak English, so I don't speak to them. And the ones on the left of me, I speak to them, but I don't know their names.
Oh, I've got a few of those where I talk with them. You know, I'll run across them, I'll talk to them, and it's always, "Hey, how are you doing today?" It's never, "Hey, Bob." I don't know their dang name.
They know my name, but I don't know theirs.
Right. And
all right, Dave. I'm like, hiya.
Yeah. I hate that when they say, "Hey, Sty. Hey, good to see you." "Oh, it's great to see you too." Who the
buddy?
Hell? Yeah.
Pal?
Good to see you, buddy, old pal. Yeah.
Then your mate goes to you, "Why don't you just ask him the names?" "I don't want to. They've already told me it once and I forgot."
Yeah, that's it. And I've had people tell me their names 5-6 times and I still don't remember them. But you know, you got to be the sort that I would seek out to remember your name. You know, not just somebody I pass on the street.
The ones what annoy me the most is actually call me by my name, but I don't even know who they actually are. Never seen him before, and they go, "Dave." I'm like, "Hiya, who are you?"
Yeah. But okay. That always bothers me too. Is they come in and they'll run into you and they'll use your name and they're talking to you like you've been buddies forever, and it really scares me when they bring up events that know actually happened, but you don't remember them. You don't remember ever being there.
I've had that a few times. I'm like, "Oh, are you stalking me or something?"
Yeah. This bugger's he's been stalking me. There's no way that he would know so much. Yeah, that gets a little nerve-wracking sometimes when you just can't place a person, but boy, they sure place you. You're just like, "Oh my God." I had a couple of incidents where I had folks that I went to school with all the way from kindergarten right up till graduation. Saw them every day of the whole school year, all my childhood. And they walked up to me when I was back at my hometown. They walk up and they go, "Oh my gosh, Di, it's you." I'm looking at them like, "And you're who?" And they go, "What? You don't remember me? You remember in the 8th grade, we did this, and this. And I'm going, I remember doing that, but who the hell are you? I don't know who you are. And then they tell you their name, and you're going, well, the name's familiar, but I sure don't recognize you. You know, God. So
I've had loads like that.
Either people change that much, or else my memory is crap.
There was a young lad in my school. He was a little lad. He was skinny. We used to pick on him quite a lot. And when I left school, I was in a nightclub, and this big bloke come up to me, big muscles like that. I thought, who the hell's this? He went, now then, Dave. And I looked at him. I thought, who the hell are you? He said, you don't remember me, do you? I went, no. He said, I'm the one you used to pick on at school and trip over in the playground. I was
Rude awakening.
Oh, God. But you don't pick on me now. I was like, no.
Yeah, I lucked out. Almost the exact same kind of story. This kid that I went to school with, he was one from kindergarten right up to high school. We were the same grade, and he was just this tiny little guy, just tiny. And he got beat up all the time. And I'd try to stick up for him all the time. I'd intervene and get in the middle of things and get guys that could leave him alone. Poor little Dale, he's getting beat up all the time. And a friend of my ex-wife's and mine, she said, I'm engaged to get married. And she said, Sty, I'd like you to meet my fiance. And I said, okay. And she says, he'd like to meet you at this country kitchen restaurant for lunch. And I said, all right. I said, how will I know who he is? And she says, you already know him. It's Dale. And she told me his last name, and I'm going, oh, really? I'm surprised he survived. This is like when I'm in my late 20s. And I said, yeah, I'll meet him. So I went to the restaurant, and I'm watching for this guy. All of a sudden, there's this guy standing at my booth looking down at me, and he says, boy, it's been a long time. I looked up at him, and his face hadn't changed, but same thing. That guy had biceps on him that looked like watermelons. I let him sit down, and we started chatting. When the waitress come over to take our order, I ordered a hamburger and fries. He ordered 4 pork chops, and he wanted 2 orders of hash browns smothered in cheese and onions and all this. And then he ordered 4 pieces of pie for his dessert. I said, you gotta be kidding me. And he goes, oh no, I gotta get that much. I gotta get that many calories and that much protein in me 3 times a day. And he says, and that doesn't include my snacks. I go, God almighty. I said, look at you. And he said, well, I'm a professional bodybuilder now. He says, I'm assistant manager for a club and a fitness club. And all we do is training for professional bodybuilders. I said, if you were that back in school, you would have been the only bully in school. I said, have you looked up the guys that used to beat you up all the time? He says, I've only seen a couple of them. Both of them turn around, cross the street, and walk super fast away from me. He says, once they recognize me, he said, they see me and they go, oh, yeah, there's a Popeye. He's going to tear me up. He says, yeah, I don't get picked on anymore. I said, oh, my God. Here I was thinking, oh, that poor guy. I wonder how he's going through life. He's probably got a big, mean wife that beats him all the time. Nope. Here he's a professional bodybuilder. See you Hike with Mike's back in the house. That's great. Yeah, he said he doesn't recognize names, but remembers faces. That's where I'm best at, is recognizing. I can be bad with the names too. And then he said, I was an introvert and quiet in high school, had a small group of friends, didn't participate. I hung out under the bleachers during pep rallies. The 3 or 4 friends I had are lifetime friends. Yeah. I only walked out of that school with literally one lifetime friend. And my ex-wife got in the middle of that and ruined it. So, oh well. I told his son to let him know I'm still his lifetime friend. He may not be mine, but I'm still his lifetime friend. I think you know who I'm talking about, Running Water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's because his missus, listened to your mother and told him that if he has any dealings with me, then she's going to go by way that your mother did. And so he just cut me off.
My lifetime school friend, he passed away a couple of years ago from an asthma attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a couple of really good buddies from school that passed away early.
Yeah, I see one of my bullies every once in a while, and he still takes my lunch money, but it's from behind the counter at McDonald's.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. That's great. Yeah. I still got that bully stealing my lunch money when he takes it from me at McDonald's, and he asks me if will that be all. Did you have a nice day? Yeah, I had one fella that I was actually buddies with 2 of the worst bullies in our school growing up all the way through high school. I mean, those guys are dangerous, kind of brutal bullies. But I was going out with their sister, and she's just as tough and mean as they were. She kind of told them, "You leave my boyfriend alone," you know. So those guys. But there was this one fella. He was a nightmare, boy. Almost everybody in that school, other than those other 2 bullies, almost everybody else, they see him coming. His name was Ross. Every time they see Ross coming down the hall, everybody cleared the hall and they were running. Get away, here he comes. He's going to pick you. He's going to tag you. You never knew who he was going to give grief to. It was about 4 years after high school. We ran into each other on the street. He had tears running down his face, and he's begging me. I hadn't even said none. We just accidentally walked right face to face, and he's got tears running down his face, and he goes, "Please don't hurt me." He says, "I know I got it coming, but please don't hurt me." I go, "Say what?" He says, "You got big." And I said, "Yeah, so?" And he goes, "You're not going to make up for all the things I did when you were in school?" I said, "No, as long as you stay clear of me." He goes, "Oh, I will. I don't know. Somebody had to have paid him a visit and said, You're not the big bully anymore. We got bigger than you. It's our turn." Because he was just begging me not to hurt him. I said, I had no intention of it. And I tried to explain to him, I was concerned you were going to try to start something here on the street. And he goes, "Oh, I won't start nothing. Oh, I promise. No, I'm not going to start nothing." I thought, boy, he turned into a coward, and now he's scared to death. Everybody's going to beat that tar out of him. Yeah, that's what you got, buddy, for being that way. Yeah. Yeah, Mike was saying that Swamp Camper and Campfire Steve are half of that lifetime friendship percentage. Yeah, he's only got a handful of lifetime friends, and those 2 make up a big chunk of it. And then he said, I had a bully mess with me in junior high school, kept messing with me. It was scary. I went crazy fighting him, just like little Ralphie beating up the bully in the movie A Christmas Story. Yeah. Go wild on him. Go wild on him. Yeah. I like that when Ralphie went ballistic on that kid in Christmas Story. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried looking up, one of my friends from, you remember that program I was in during the summer, that Upward Bound over at Northland College?
Yep.
Yeah, stayed on campus and stuff for that. I was trying to look up Triple. He had come stayed with us that one weekend and stuff. Big, tall kid.
Yep.
Tried looking him up, and I've been trying to find him for years. Finally found him. He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, he was engaged to some gal, but her dad didn't like the idea, so he took and shot the dad. And then he went and covered himself in gasoline and lit himself on fire, down in Stone Lake. It's like, what? I mean, he was the most passive big teddy bear guy. Yeah. It's like, whoa, okay, what's happened in the last few years that made him snap?
I had a friend like that. He was timid. He never said boo to goose. He never did out wrong. He was always kind and friendly. And I didn't see him for 2 years. And I was just reading the local newspaper, and it come in there. He's been sent to prison for arsoning and beating his girlfriend up. I was like, what?
Yeah. Doesn't that you just go, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah,
I had a guy that we weren't real tight, but we were buddies all the way through elementary school and high school, and Ted Hefty was his name. And he was another one. He was just like Running Water said. He was a teddy bear. I mean, and everybody called him Teddy Bear, Ted Hefty. And his name fit, Ted for teddy bear, and Hefty because he was kind of a plump fella, and he's always funny. Everybody got such a kick out of him. He's so friendly and funny all the time and happy-go-lucky. And lost track of him, of course. And it was almost 15 years. And then I ran into this other person that I knew from school. And we got talking about people from school days. And I said, yeah, I kind of miss Ted. And they said, yeah, I do too. That was pretty tragic. And I said, what? I said, I haven't heard from him or anything about him for the last 15 years. And they go, oh, you don't know? I said, no, I don't know. They said, he murdered somebody down in Texas and they gave him the chair. They said death penalty. They put him to sleep forever. What? Teddy bear, chubby little teddy bear Hefty? Oh yeah, he's first degree murder, and they fried him. I thought, oh no, too much information. I'll never be able to picture the guy the same ever again. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
They always say, watch out for the quiet ones. They're the worst.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the quiet ones. Mike says that all the time about it because he's an introvert, and when if there's going to be trouble, that introvert can really get fired up and wild. They're quiet and they just stay to themselves, but boy, they get pushed in a corner. Boy, they'll explode on you. And yeah.
Well, you always see that on these documentaries about serial killers and everything. Talking to the neighbors and family. It's like, oh, you're such a nice boy, and active in the church and the community, and everybody loved him. And it's like, yeah, and he was eating kids. and burying him in the backyard.
Look at Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, yeah, he was just everybody thought the world of Ted Bundy. Yeah. Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble if he hadn't filled his basement with bodies.
Yeah.
Well, then Wisconsin, we had Jeffrey Dahmer.
And Ed Gein.
Yep.
Ed Gein, that's a scary one. Oh, he's just a lonely old bachelor farmer out there all by himself, killing people. Just, oh, God.
That other one, what in America somewhere where he kidnapped them, kidnapped that lass and had her locked up in the house.
I didn't quite catch
Three
that.
of them, weren't there? Three girls, weren't there? They finally got out in the end after so many years. And he was supposed to be a nice bloke and all the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
He got him pregnant, I think, as well, didn't
he? Yeah. Mike says, remember the Indian character in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? He was quiet and ended up being the hero. Hey, Mike, I got to tell you this. My ex-mother-in-law, ages ago, was a very, very extreme alcoholic. And she just wanted to put an end to all that alcoholism problem. So she signed herself up for in-treatment in it's kind of like a medium security inpatient thing that was down in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And my ex-wife and I went there to visit her. Guess who was there? That Indian you're talking about, that Indian guy. I can't remember his dang name anymore. But he lived with alcoholism his whole life, and he would put himself voluntarily into different treatment centers around the country for like a 30-day period, at least once a year, even if he hadn't started drinking again, just to keep maintained, just so he wouldn't drink. And there he was. I kept looking at the guy, and my mother-in-law goes, "Oh," they called him Injun Joe at that treatment center. She goes, "Oh, you recognize Injun Joe?" I go, "God, he looks just like that Indian off of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest." She goes, "Bingo, it's him." She says, "Go talk to him. He doesn't mind people approaching him and talking to him." And she said, "But he ain't gonna say much. He'll talk, but not much." I went over and introduced myself and asked him, "Are you really that person?" And he goes, "Yeah, that was one of my stage moments." And I told him, I said, "It's amazing." And I started talking to him, and I realized he would nod, shake his head, but hardly ever said a word. You almost had to ask him something that required a response, and then the response is very short and right to the point. And yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut out here. I got to get up in like 4 hours. So,
okie dokie.
Get up and pull inside the gate here.
Okay. You have a good one. Stay safe. We'll see you Thursday on the stream, mate.
Yep. Catch you later.
If you're parked for the night.
Yep. Night.
Yeah. Mike said, I grew up hearing stories about Ed Gein. Scared the heck out of me. Yeah, Ed Gein, that was scary. It was scary for us living here in Wisconsin. And then when they published the book, Small Town Wisconsin, my ex-wife grabbed that book thinking, oh, it's going to be like a folk story. And she got about a third of the way through the book and she threw it at me. She says, you'll like that book. I'm not reading it. I started reading it and I'm going, oh my gosh, it's the story of Ed Gein. Small Town, Wisconsin, it's called. The
As you can see, daylight's just breaking here.
Can you see the chat at all, Dojo?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, because Todd was talking about.
Yeah, I was talking to Todd about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did respond. I see that. Ariel Castro, that was his name. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That made it big all over our news here.
Mike says he was the inspiration for Hitchcock's Psycho movie.
Love the old Psycho movies.
Oh yeah, I actually watched Psycho 1, 2, and 3 about a week ago. I just binge watched the three of them. Oh yeah.
Didn't they remake the first one? I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah, Dahmer lived in West Virginia for a while. Dahmer was moving around. Yeah, he moved around a bit. Yeah, boy, some characters out there, that's for sure. I was really surprised, though, to find out that one of the most gentle school students that I grew up with turned out to be a first-degree murderer. And from what I understood, he went and he killed some guy over just over a domestic issue. The guy kept parking on his property or something, and it was really a minor. You should be able to deal with this kind of thing. He didn't know. He went over and beat the guy to death. Cut into him and wouldn't quit.
It's the same over here. One of our next door neighbours got killed just because he owed a bloke £10 in our money, and that was it. And I thought, is it worth it going to prison just over £10?
Yeah, I met a fella that he seemed like the nicest guy in the world, and found out that he just got out after serving 9 years of a 25-year prison sentence for involuntary manslaughter. And I asked him, "Oh my God, what got you put in for that for 25 years?" And he said that when he was young, he was down in Chicago and he was broke. And he said he figured he'd jump some guy in an alley and rob him. So he hit him in the head with a short piece of 2x4. He said just enough to knock him down. He said, I've been hit 4 times harder with things that are made out of steel and just knock you down. And he says, the guy hit the ground. I grabbed his wallet out of his pocket, took off. And he says, 2 hours later, I got picked up. I was arrested initially for homicide and robbery. And I said, how much do you have in his wallet? $12. Guy had $12 in his wallet and ended up dying for his $12. And they found out the reason he got manslaughter instead of homicide was the autopsy showed that this guy's had an abnormally thin skull. It was only about a fourth of the thickness of your average person's skull. And they said so it would have taken a much less blow to crack the guy's skull than anybody, your average person. And they said there was no way this guy could have known that it was an assault, was the intention, was an assault, not murder. So So they reduced it to involuntary manslaughter because he didn't know that would have killed the guy. He didn't think it would. But still, I told him, I said, well, it was good meeting you. Bye. I hope I never see you again. Because I don't know how thick my noggin is either. You know? Yeah, Mike is saying, I remember Mike's told a lot of us this before, but for anybody else that hadn't heard it, he said when I lived in New York, we had Son of Sam. He was known for killing brunette women. My sister dyed her hair blonde during that time. The night he was arrested, he was on his way to shoot up a disco in my town. Yep. Yeah, I remember the story. Yeah. And he says, ironically, my uncles were involved in the case. Yeah, that led to his arrest. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have to call it. Nearly time for me to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna only let this go for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna be wrapping it up anyway. There, Dojo. I went well past my 2 hours, so.
Thanks for having me on again.
Yes, thank you for being here, Dojo. It's always great having you on board, man. It's good seeing you.
I've enjoyed it. Enjoyed the last 2 nights.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been very fun. You take care of yourself and enjoy your time off. How many days off you got?
4.
4? 4 on, 4
yeah.
off kind of thing?
Yeah.
Good. Enjoy all 4 of them, boy.
I certainly will. I've got plenty to do.
Yeah. Yeah, plenty to keep you busy. Okay.
Yeah.
You take care.
You too.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that great? I mean, yeah, we had an interesting panel tonight. We had Cheesehead Chris up. We had Donnie Running Water up. We had Gemma's Journey Grace up. We had Dojo Allotment Specialist up. Yeah, it's great. And I really like this new streaming. It's so functional. It works well for me. And I think it works well for everybody else. And pop that up because it looks like the campfire is going down. Mike tried to get up on the live stream. Something went wrong. You have to give it another attempt there sometime, Mike. Yeah, I'd love to have you up. Love to have you up. That's another reason why I go and I watch your videos so I can hear your voice and I just like I your tone and the way you present yourself and talk. Yeah, I'd love to have you on the panel. Yeah, I'm a tech moron too. I'm lucky that I got what I got going on here. I'm very fortunate. Yeah, it was, and it's like I had said in my very first test stream of this system, that day, I literally had put 9 hours into this system before I did that test stream where I went live. I did 20. I did 20 test streams to a private posting just to see how they would play back and are things working and yeah, I've talked to some other people that said, oh boy, within a half hour I had it all figured out. I was doing great and I tweaked it while I was doing my first stream and this and that. I figured out this and this and this during my first live stream. And I'm like, oh man, that couldn't have been me. Because if I would have streamed my very first stream out, would have been my very first test stream that I did where nobody could see it. It would have been 9 hours later before I would have been to the point I'm at now. So yeah. Tech is the technical issues for Sty is like climbing a really steep mountain. yet. An old man saying, Sty, put some more wood on the fire. Sorry, old man. I just can't. I got a couple things I got to get done yet tonight. It's 11 p.m. here. Yeah, and I got a couple things I got to get done yet tonight. And tomorrow I got some running to do in the morning. I go pick up my new battery. I got things waiting for me at the post office. I got a couple packages I gotta go get there. A little bit of banking stuff I gotta do in the morning, and then in the afternoon, if I have time, I'm gonna go out back to the Sty trailer and back to the Sty Shack too, and get her all swept out, cleaned up, and maybe even do a little work inside of it yet tomorrow afternoon. So I don't want to burn the midnight oil too much tonight. It's been a great night, though. It's been great. Didn't expect it to go so well. I did, and like I had said real early on, I only did this stream because I was just tired of too much stimulation from other streams and other things I was doing. It was just too much. I just wanted to relax and enjoy myself the rest of the evening. And I thought, I'm going to give it a go on it. I'll pop a stream up and see if anybody wants to just hang out around the campfire for a little while. And yeah. Yep. Yeah, for old man, it's only 9 p.m. there. He's 2 hours behind me. He's 3 hours behind Mike. Mike's saying, yeah, getting too late too. Good night, Sty. Awesome having you here, Mike. Always awesome having you here. And Todd says it was great to spend time with you, Sty. Was a pleasant surprise. Yes, and you being able to show up was a pleasant surprise. I appreciate it, Todd. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much to everybody that was here. So I'm going to be shutting this down, and I'll just do either a Sty Story exit or a Campfire exit. I'll probably do a Campfire exit, and all of you, Rod, good night. All of you definitely have a next couple of days, good days, and if you can, I'll catch you Thursday night around the campfire. I might have an update on the adventure trailer. So I'll look forward to seeing some of you next Thursday. Thanks again for so much for hanging out, and we'll see you soon. Okay, here we go. I think, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just throw this out there and then I'll shut her down. Good night, everybody.